coming of winning again, because I know most of us are ready to wrap up the year, but you know we're wrapping up the year with regrets, with pain, with how did I not do this? But wait, you had a whole 2025 to learn all the big lessons there is to learn. Now 2026, you're ready to take on the big initiative. So get ready, get started, let's go get that bag. All right, well, it's time for us to get into Coffee Daily proper. But before we do that, let's take a spot of music here on the AM Club.
KCD.
if the details being withheld by the committee and has not been put out to the public, probably borders around national security, and therefore they cannot let us know. Then I was like, okay, then that would make sense why there was a 2-day presentation, one to the president and then the other to the public, because we could have just gone public with it from the get-go, and then, I mean, right.
It's not how it works.
No, but
no, I'm going to say,
okay.
so let's get into, maybe let's get into the technicalities of this. This is completely from head to toe a national security issue.
Right.
So whatever goes into the public or goes to the public must be first heard by a committee or very sensitive environment
exactly.
to be properly assessed to make sure that whatever information is coming out is, one that is properly sensitized, right? Or the people are sensitized for it.
Right.
Let me say this again, protocol-wise. The president needs to know first, whatever it is. So you realize that sometimes when there are reports sent to when there are reports that we have to look into, a certain committee will be constituted to look into it first, or it would go to the president. It's just protocol. We cannot hear it before the president hears, or we cannot hear it with the president. The president has to know what it is that is going as our leader to make sure, are my people ready for this? Do we want to put this out? And so I think it's just protocol, one. And if there's information, withheld with regards to this, issue, I believe that it is probably to our own interest, or for our own interest. Because maybe some of the information will not be able to process it properly. Remember also that there are families involved. The little, they know the better. But I hope that whatever the findings are, if they're withholding any information, it is for our own good one, and they're going to make sure it never happens again. Because what are they saying? If they're saying that it's a completely unavoidable situation, then does that mean that we have to make sure the meteorological service gives us vivid information about whether before we take off any aircraft or any that one is called what, chopper or helicopter? We need to does that mean that you're going to take even more stringent measures to make sure that public officials are protected and the people traveling by air are completely protected? Does that also mean that they're going to make sure the presidential jet is not used?
Oh, right.
I have to go there. But I think whatever the reason would be, if it is what we're thinking, that, some informations are being withheld, I think it's for our own good. But I just don't feel satisfied, considering the fact that, there are people in there that I absolutely adored. And I was hoping to hear that, Charlie, they really died for good. Like something, this thing should be, it should be something. I don't feel, but I just said to myself yesterday that may their souls rest in perfect peace, and may they find joy wherever they are. And I pray that we just a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Honestly, I was sitting in the car listening yesterday, and I wanted to hear more. I wanted to hear, I guess because maybe we have created a more dangerous picture in our heads.
Yeah.
Maybe our expectations are a bit too high because we had created all these strange, non-existent stories in our head. So this one looks so simple, and we were hoping that it's something more dramatic. But if that's what it is, well, it was unavoidable. If it's something that there was something we could have done about it, then let's be a little bit more measured in using.
And I like the fact that the committee made, like you said, recommendations to avert this from happening. So according to the committee, so there was no clear communication between command center here in Accra and then the aircraft as it was on its way to Obuasi. And the funny thing is, funny, interesting, sad part is they were 6 minutes away from landing when the crash happened. Like,
imagine.
What?
6
minutes away?
What?
Oh. But yeah, they are saying that we should establish communication lines. And then I was listening to a retired captain who was speaking with Alfredo Kante on TV3 last night, and he was saying that the route used by the Z9 helicopter on that day, there is no communication line tower-ish between Accra and, especially on that route. What we have is Accra Kumasi, but nobody really flies Accra or Boase. So there's no communication, and Alfred was proposing that why don't we establish those communication signals, right, on that route. He was like, well, it's not a popular route, and then to establish it on that road, on the air, quite not plane of fashion, for instance. That's that would be cost intensive because one, not a lot of planes use that route, and then maintenance. And I was like, chairman.
I get where he's coming from, but if we're going to use it occasionally,
exactly,
does it not matter that we establish because we don't want to go back here?
Yeah.
Charlie, this is how people learn. Let's get into our stories.
Let's get into our stories for this morning and start off on that note. My name is Augustine Adam Kobe to Saint. Now, in an investigative committee probing the August 6, 2025 military helicopter crash has confirmed that the aircraft lost altitude and lift due to a powerful downdraft. Now, the report ruled out any human error, describing the pilot as highly qualified and certified to fly. Now, a formal presentation of the findings was made public yesterday at the presidency. Now, the news desk has this report and explain into what happened and what the recommendations as well as what the findings of the committee are. Take a listen and we'll come back and have a conversation.
The committee constituted to investigate the August 6 helicopter crash has revealed detailed findings into what exactly happened on August 6, 2025, claiming the lives of 8 individuals, including 2 cabinet ministers, on board the flight from Accra to Obuasi. Addressing the media in Accra, Captain Gertrude A shed light on the details of this particular incident, addressing what really are the causes that led to the helicopter crash, as well as suggesting some recommendations to avert this from happening in the future. As part of investigations, parts of the Z9EH helicopter identified at the site of the crash were sent to the country of origin, China, between September 12 and September 22, 2025. Now, what are the causes identified as the reasons behind the crash by the committee? Now, the sudden altitude change is one of the reasons identified by the committee. Investigation concluded that the crash was primarily caused by a sudden loss of altitude. Also identified by the committee is the adverse weather condition. Weather in and around the area of the crash was highly unfavorable, marked by poor visibility, fog, drizzle, and low clouds. These conditions created an unfavorable and unsafe flying condition for the aircraft, especially over the high and rugged area of Kumasi and Brofoyedru. The investigators revealed that no formal weather update was given to the pilot before takeoff, leaving the crew with limited awareness of changing weather conditions. Aircraft limitations. Although the helicopter was airworthy and had passed its 100-hour safety inspection, it lacked critical avionics and safety enhancement systems, including terrain awareness and warning systems, TAWS, enhanced group proximity warning system, as well as the automatic flight control system, what is commonly known as autopilot. Now, Captain Forger noted that while the aircraft was in good condition before its takeoff, the absence of these features made it difficult for the pilot as well as crew members to navigate their way. While speaking to the media and addressing the concerns with regards to this particular helicopter crash, Captain Forger dismissed rumors of the aircraft's explosion mid-air. He emphasized that the findings were consistent with a loss of control due to environmental and mechanical limitations, not only on board explosion. Now, the committee is recommending the modernization of Ghana's Air Force fleet, focusing on equipping aircraft with advanced safety systems and modern navigational technology to enhance safety and prevent similar tragedies in the future. Now, what is the conclusion that can be drawn from this particular presentation of report by the committee to the president and by extension the people of Ghana? Well, according to Captain Forger, he concluded that the August 6 helicopter crash was not caused by a single factor, but by a combination of environmental challenges, missing safety features, as well as limited navigational support. The committee is urging continuous investment in aviation technology, training, and infrastructure, stressing that these improvements are crucial and critical to ensure the safety of military personnel and flight operations across Ghana.
Well, that was that explainer by the news desk, giving an update with regards to what happened at the briefing by the committee constituted to investigate what happened on August 6 at Adansi Crew. But now let's take a listen to Captain Fojo, who briefed the public on what exactly happened with regards to the incident in the Adansi area in Kumasi on August 6, 2025. Take a listen to it.
Investigation determined that the accident was caused by the sudden loss of altitude and lift due to downdraft. This loss of altitude without change in power or pitch altitude is consistent with downdraft associated with changing environmental conditions over high terrain. There was limited visibility. There was rising rugged terrain. With this terrain-induced complicating factors, and there were no ground-based navigational route aids en route. The investigation would like to say that from everything they gathered, the emergency response was very timely. The fact that these first responders managed to get to the site in about 2 hours was remarkable. The captain was a qualified FAA, that's the Federal Aviation Administration, commercial and instrument-rated pilot from Bristol Academy, Florida, USA, in April 2015, 10 years ago. It's interesting to note that for quite a while, and as at now in the Air Force, the highest category is Cat C. So the pilot was totally competent to be flying this plane.
Captain Fojo there outlining the details of the report by the committee constituted to investigate what happened on August 6, claiming the lives of 8 individuals, including 2 cabinet ministers, the former defense minister, Dr. Edward Omane-Boamah, and the former Minister for Environment, Dr. Murtala Mohammed, as well as some members of the NDC leadership and some members of the Ghana Air Force. But now that you've heard from the news desk explaining what happened, you've heard from the lead of the investigative committee, Captain Fojo. Let's walk you through the details of what exactly happened as outlined by the committee. Now, the causes of the August 6 military helicopter crash as outlined by the committee. So the first cause, as outlined by the committee, is the adverse weather condition during the time of flight. Now, the committee says poor visibility, fog, drizzle, and low clouds over southern and middle Ghana, particularly around Kumasi and Brofuyedu, created unsafe flight conditions. Now, lack of weather information, another cause of the crash. There was no formal weather update or flight route information provided to the pilot before departure. Now, the chair or Captain Fojo says that despite the flight being cleared by the TAR to embark on this flight, during the flight, there was no formal communication or update with regards to the changing weather conditions. You would remember that on August 6, 2025, in the early hours of the morning, it rained here in Accra, and then the flight had to delay for a couple of hours before it was then cleared to fly from Accra to Obuasi. However, whilst it was en route from Accra to Obuasi, there was no official weather update or information provided to the pilot during and even as stated by the report before departure as well. Now, another reason cited by the committee is downdraft and environmental factors. The crash was caused by a sudden loss of altitude and lift due to a downdraft consistent with changing environmental conditions over high rugged terrain. Now, if you look at the area in which this particular crash occurred between Kumasi and Brofuyedu, it is reported that this is a high rugged terrain full of mountains and big trees. However, if you listen closely to the committee, there was a sudden loss of altitude for a couple of minutes. The aircraft flew into thick clouds, and when they realized that, well, they were in too high above the ground, suddenly the aircraft just fell from the skies. Loss of altitude attributed to one of the causes of the crash. Then there's a limited navigational aids. There were no ground-based navigational aids or real-time tracking systems, that's the radar, ADS-B, or flight monitoring along the route. Now, there were also aircraft limitations. Though the helicopter was airworthy and had passed its 100-hour check, it lacked critical avionics systems such as the Terrain Awareness and Warning Systems, TAWS, Enhanced Ground Proximity Warning Systems, EGPWS, Advanced Navigation with Terrain Mapping, and then the Automatic Flight Control System, what is popularly known as autopilot. Now, these are the 4 causes or 5 causes as outlined by the committee attributed to what happened on August 6, 2025. However, they've made some recommendations. Now, one of the recommendations is to modernize the Ghana Air Force, train and retrain pilots in flying this particular aircrafts to avert this from happening in the future. Now, it's got a lot of people talking, especially with modernizing the air fleets, because that was one of the agenda or initiatives being embarked on by the then Defense Minister, the late Dr. Edward Omane Boamah. He was so passionate about Ghana's aircraft and making sure that, well, these aircraft are fit for purpose and were equipped with whatever systems there be. Now we are seeing the committee highlight some 4 avionics systems that were lacked or were inadequate aboard the Haben Z9EH helicopter, which crashed on August 6, 2025. Well, for the full details of the committee's report, you want to visit mx24online.com and our social media pages, as will bring you updates subsequently. But this has gathered a lot of conversation, especially from family members, as some family members of the victims, well, seem not satisfied with what really happened. And well, as always, we'll keep you updated on the conversations that would follow, especially responses from the families and on this particular incident. But let's first of all walk you through the 8 individuals who lost their lives, just so we know who we are talking about. So on your screens shortly are the 8 individuals who lost their lives in the August 6 helicopter crash. There you see Dr. Edward Omane Boamah, the Defense Minister at the time of his passing, Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, Minister for Environment, Science and Technology. He's also the member of, or was the member of Parliament for the Tamale Central constituency. There's Alhaji Muniru Mohammed. He was the acting Deputy National Security Coordinator of, the Deputy National Security Coordinator. And then there's Dr. Samuel Sapong. He was the National Vice Chairman of the NDC. There's Samuel Abuaje, the acting Deputy Director General of National Disaster Management Organization, popularly known as NATMO. And then the 3 Air Force officers aboard the flight, being led by Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi Anala, Flying Officer Mane Chum Ampedu, and then Sergeant Ernest Ado. These are the 8 gallant men who unfortunately lost their lives on August 6, 2025, while flying from Accra to Obuasi on national assignment. You would remember there was the launch of the community mining initiative by the government in Obuasi. That is where these persons were going to when they met their untimely demise. As always, like Mimi always says, well, we pray that their soul finds peace in the bosom of the Lord, and we comfort and express our commiserations with the family and friends of these individuals. But as always, the conversation continues, and we'll bring you updates subsequently. Now, away from that, let's turn our focus to what's happening in Parliament, as the minority in Parliament has opposed a new lithium mining agreement presented by the Lands Minister, Emmanuel Armah Kofi-Boah. Now, the reverse deal involving the Bari DV Ghana is set to offer better terms for the state. However, former Lands Minister Samuel Abu Jinapor has described it as worse than the initial one approved under the Akufo-Addo-led administration. The Lands Minister maintains that the renegotiated agreement is more rewarding for Ghana as compared to the then lithium agreement. Now let's revisit the chamber and bring you updates from what transpired on the floor.
Leader Armah Kofi-Boah, as he then was, is right here in this chamber. Mr. Speaker, he and his colleagues denied us the opportunity to lay this paper, that they won't allow.
The Honorable Abu Jinapo got his facts wrong. You were the minister responsible for the sector at that time. You brought the agreement, laid it. It was referred to the committee, and my recollection is that it never came back to the floor of the House. So you cannot say that this House rejected it.
Now let's stay in the chamber as the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbing, has apologized to the judiciary for the heated exchanges that occurred during Monday's vetting of Chief Justice nominee Paul Bafo Boni. Now the Speaker has reaffirmed Parliament's respect for the judiciary and directed the Appointments Committee to uphold the highest standards of decorum and institutional respect in the future proceedings.
Leadership of the Appointments Committee to take note of this incident and to ensure that in all future proceedings, the highest standards of civility, objectivity, and institutional respect.
A reminder, you're still watching the morning news on the AM Club. My name is Augustine Adam Kobiti Saints. Now let's stay in the Chamber of Parliament as Majority Leader Armah Esq has petitioned the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbing, to refer Minority Leader Alexander Afenyo-Marking to Parliament's Privileges Committee for alleged contempt. Now, the petition follows Afenyo-Marking's reported attendance at an ECOWAS Parliament session in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, despite his removal from Ghana's delegation to the regional body in July 2025. According to the petition, Afenyo-Marking's uninvited presence at the session caused confusion among ECOWAS officials who reportedly refused to swear in Ghana's newly appointed delegate, including Patricia Pieje, the deputy minority leader, until the issue was resolved. Now, Speaker Bagbing has acknowledged receipt of the petition and indicated that a ruling on whether to refer the matter to the Privileges Committee will be delivered today, November 12, 2025, during today's parliamentary sitting. Now, let's first of all take a look at what happened, or the conversation being mounted by the Majority Leader Armah Esq with regards to Afenyo-Marking's attendance of an ECOWAS parliamentary sitting in Nigeria.
I think somewhere on the 22nd of July, this House passed a resolution constituting the delegation of Ghana to the ECOWAS Parliament, ECOWAS Community Parliament. Mr. Speaker, if you recall, we had removed the name of the minority leader, Honorable Afenyo-Marking Alexander Kwamina, member for Efutu, from the list of Ghana's delegation to the ECOWAS Community Parliament. So, Speaker, this resolution of this Parliament was communicated to the ECOWAS Parliament by, I believe, your good self. Mr. Speaker, the ECOWAS Parliament convened to sit in Port Harcourt in Nigeria from the 25th to the 28th of September 2025. That's Port Harcourt in the River State of Nigeria from 25th to 28th September 2025. So, Speaker, this Parliament's delegation, as constituted by our resolution, went to Port Harcourt and they met the Honorable Afenyomakin Alexander Kwamina sitting there and refusing to give way as directed by this Parliament. Indeed, whilst our nominated delegation were there and it was time to swear in members, the ECOWAS Parliament refused to swear in Ghana's delegation. They refused to swear in Ghana's.
Mahama Ayariga on the floor, majority leader, outlining what transpired at the ECOWAS sitting in Nigeria, as well as the statement made on July 22, 2025. Now let's take our minds back to what happened on July 2, 2025 in the chamber, when the majority leader, Mahama Ayariga, reconstituted Ghana's delegation, or read Ghana's reconstituted delegation to the ECOWAS Parliament, replacing the minority leader, Alexander Afenyomakin, member of Parliament for the Ifutu constituency, with the member of Parliament and Deputy Minority Leader, Patricia Apieje, as well as other members from the chamber to the ECOWAS Parliament. Now take a listen to Mahama Ayariga on this one.
For the ECOWAS delegation, we have Honorable George Kweku Ricketts Hagan as the leader of the delegation. Then we have Honorable Emmanuel Kwesi Bebza, who has always been a member of the delegation, to remain a member. Honorable Ladi Ayamba, who has been a long-standing member of the delegation, to remain a member. Honorable Eric Affo is being added as a member. Honorable Dominic Napare is being added as a member. Mr. Speaker, it captures Honorable Alexander Kwamina Afenyomakin Osahin as a member, Honorable Kwame Aimedu Entry as a member, Honorable Brian Achampong as a member, and the discussion was to include Honorable Millicent Yeboah Amankwa as an observer. Mr. Speaker, there's still an issue with this composition. And the issue stems from the fact that the ECOWAS Parliament has some very, very firm position on the membership of female members of the delegation. The delegation must have, I think, 30% of the members being women. The position of this Parliament has always been to send the deputy leaders as members of the delegation. That has always been the tradition. I shall move pursuant to our standing orders for the amendment of the composition of the delegation so that Honorable Alexander Kwamina Afenyomakin Osahini is removed and Honorable Patricia Apieje is replaced as the member of the delegation that will be representing this Parliament at the ECOWAS Parliament.
I think that the leadership should not be moving motions and asking the House to take decisions that they should take and bringing it to us. I know it is the decision of the House to do, but it is not for Parliament to fight, because the majority have majority, to fight the decision of the majority on the minority about representation. So I'll urge the majority leader to stand down on this motion, do negotiations on the points which you raise, which are very legitimate, and then tomorrow or even today they can bring an amendment to it on an addendum for Parliament to take it. We can take it today.
Looking at the precedent and the rules in ECOWAS, accepted that the deputy minority leader should be a member of our delegation to ECOWAS, not the minority leader. Please.
So that was what happened on July 22, 2025, when the Majority Leader, Mahama Yariga, laid before Parliament Ghana's reconstituted delegation, replacing the Minority Leader, Alexander Afenyo-Markin, with the Deputy Minority Leader, Patricia PJ. You also heard him reiterate that ECOWAS has its standing orders, right? And these standing orders, every delegation must constitute, or the female percentage on a delegation from a country should be at about 30%, thereby repealing Ghana's minority leader in the chamber, Alexander Afenyo-Markin, and replacing with Patricia PJ, the deputy minority leader. But she released a statement on the same day when this reconstitution was organized, rejecting this particular announcement by the majority side of the chamber and insisting that the minority leader, Alexander Afenyo-Markin, remain on Ghana's delegation. Let's walk you through the details of what she actually said in the statement when she rejected these claims or these announcements by the minority in the chamber. And first of all, let's go to the first page and bring you what she said vividly, getting to understand what exactly her position is. She says, look, well, Afenyo-Markin is the minority leader in the chamber. He is also the ECOWAS's deputy speaker. His tenure has not ended, and thereby taking him off might be problematic. She also says that this looks like a plan to bring division between herself and the minority leader, Alexander Afenyo-Markin, but what she insists and is continuing to insisting that, well, this looks like a plot to divide herself, bring sort of some enmity between Alexander Afenyo-Markin and the herself as well. But let's take you through the details. Respectfully, I wish to place on record that I was neither consulted nor did I give my consent to be considered as a replacement for the minority leader, Honorable Alexander Afenyo-Markin, on the ECOWAS parliamentary delegation. At no point have I expressed any intention to replace my leader, and I am particularly concerned that this development appears to be a calculated effort to cause division between myself and my leader. That's Alexander Afenyo-Markin she's referencing. Now, Mr. Speaker, prior to today's proceedings, there was an understanding by leadership that the minority leader will be on the ECOWAS Parliament delegation, as was communicated to the Committee of Selection. It is therefore deeply troubling that a contrary nomination was advanced on the floor without consultation, and even more so, the proposal was made by the majority leader. She continues to say that beyond the procedural impropriety, this action also contravenes the legal and institutional framework governing the ECOWAS Parliament. Once a member is sworn in as an ECOWAS parliamentarian, the member's tenure runs for a term of 4 years. When elected as Speaker or Deputy Speaker, that tenure is coterminous with the parliamentary term. So this is where she is referencing that she, Afenyo-Markin, being sworn in as a member of the ECOWAS Parliament, of ECOWAS Parliament, his term is 4 years as a member of Parliament on ECOWAS. Now that he has also been sworn in as a Deputy Speaker, his term becomes coterminous with his parliamentary term, deeming it 4 years, giving him some 2028-ish removal, if that is going to be an application filed by the Ghanaian delegation. But she continues to say that she respectfully wants the right to express her objection and hereby decline to be included in the reconstituted list of Ghana's delegation to the ECOWAS Parliament, as adopted on the floor of the House today, an action that was taken in the absence of my good self and the minority leader. Now, she acknowledged the arguments advanced in favor of enhancing women's representation in regional bodies such as the ECOWAS Parliament. Such representation must be pursued within the bounds of due process, consultation, and internal consensus. The Minority Caucus is fully committed to promoting gender equity in all spheres of governance. However, using gender parity as a pretext for unilateral and procedural irregular decisions undermines both the objective and the institutional harmony we seek to preserve. True inclusion must be built on transparent dialogue and not imposed at the expense of established norms or integrity of leadership. Now, she is mindful of the high regard in which your office or the Speaker's office is held and the discretion you exercise in facilitating consensus. However, I wish to respectfully decline my inclusion on the ECOWAS Parliament delegation and states that, in my considered opinion, the proposed change is not desirable. The minority leader is a duly designated member with an unexpired term, and any attempt to remove him from his position without cause or consensus is both procedurally irregular but also politically regrettable. I respectfully pray that the minority caucus's original nominees to the ECOWAS Parliament be maintained, namely Honorable Alexander Kwame Nyafenyo-Marking, who is a member, Honorable Kwame Anyimadu Entry, who is a member, then Honorable Brian Champon, who is also a member of the ECOWAS team. Now, she concludes and says that it is her hope that this matter is addressed in a manner that preserves the unity and integrity of the House and avoids public embarrassment to the institution of Ghana's Parliament, and respectfully submitted by herself, Honorable Patricia Appiagyei, to the Speaker of Parliament. Now, these are words she posted in a statement on July 22, 2025, when the majority leader, Mahama Ayariga, reconstituted Ghana's delegation to the ECOWAS Parliament. Well, it has generated a lot of conversations in the chamber and as well on social media, and a lot of people talking. But the Speaker says that today, during proceedings, well, the appointments committee or the committee that has been fingered to be at the heart of this conversation will address the matter in the chamber. So you want to stay glued to MX24 GH as we bring you updates subsequently, especially with regards to what the stance of the Speaker is and what the way forward will be with regards to Ghana's reconstituted delegation to the ECOWAS Parliament. We'll keep you updated on the progress of that conversation as well. Now let's turn our focus to some other presidential stories. As President John Dramani Mahama says, his administration will strictly enforce axle and weight limits on heavy-duty trucks to protect Ghana's new roads from damage. Now, speaking at the WA Big Push Project sword cutting ceremony, he warned transport operators against overloading the referenced Burkina Faso's recent enforcement of similar restrictions to safeguard its road network. Now, the president has also announced over 30 billion Ghana cedis allocation for the Big Push agenda. This, he says, will be contained in the budget to be read in Parliament tomorrow.
Instituted a new weight restriction. And so what our people do is they load one truck here, overload it 120 tons, and then they get to the border and they offload the goods into 3 different trucks before they can enter Burkina Faso. If Burkina Faso wants good roads, we also want good roads. So we're not going to allow you to take one truck and go and offload into 3. So I'm serving notice. We will have stakeholder engagements with all the people in the transport sector. And when we start implementing our weight restrictions, we hope that everybody will comply so that these roads that we're doing will not fail in the next 2 to 3 years.
Now, as the Finance Minister prepares to lay before Parliament and the country the 2026 budget statement, member of MPP's communications team, Godfred Nana Boakye, popularly known as Nana B, has shared his expectations for the budget. Now, according to him, he expects a robust policy direction from the government ahead of the 2026 fiscal year. Now, speaking on the news review segment of the AM Club, Nana B noted that it is about time the government honored its promise to repeal LI 2462 as well as repeal the COVID-19 levy.
A very robust policy direction from the finance minister as far as the 2026 budget will be concerned. You know, whatever budgets that the NDC is going to read in the course of the next 4 years will be juxtaposed to the things they wanted to do in the sense that they are manifesto. So I believe that, like they promised, and I'm glad Reginald is here, because we had this conversation about a COVID levy. The NDC said they were going to scrap off the COVID levy in their first 120 days. Please, Honorable Kaisel Atoforsen, you promised Ghanaians, the NDC promised Ghanaians, in the 2026 budget, respectfully, we don't want to see COVID levy in it.
Gotcha.
Again, the 24-hour economy. This was your flagship policy. Right. 133 one job, 3 shifts, 3 people. So the 24 economy is something that I'm also really looking forward to in the 2026 budget by the NDC. And it's surprising that you spent $5.5 billion so far in forex intervention. Meanwhile, you needed just $4.5 billion to roll out 24 economy. But I mean, these are priorities. But you think governance is all about optics. We are looking at you. Again, one thing I'm really looking forward to is the Women Development Bank.
Right.
I have a lot of sisters. I am passionate about women. You get it? You need 400 million cedis to establish a bank. Then you go and allocate 50 million Ghana cedis. That is like, what's about 1/4 or something? That is if my math serves me right. Per that allocation, even if you should maintain that allocation for the course of the next 4 years, you can't establish that bank. President Mahama, the women at KJTR market, the women at Makola market, there are so many young women. I was speaking to one woman yesterday who is into EV vehicles, and she was talking about needing a grant to expand and all that. Please, all these women are there.
Share with us your thoughts and comments, and we'll read them to the rest of the world, especially what you're expecting the 2026 budget to be laid in Parliament by the Finance Minister and Acting Defence Minister, Dr. Kasiel Atto-Forssing, in the Chamber of Parliament tomorrow. A lot of people are sharing the expectations. They had Nana B speak about a lot of things. The promises made by the NDC before winning the 2024 general elections. You heard him talk about the Women's Development Bank, the repeal of LI 2462, the repeal of the COVID-19 levy as well as a number of promises made by the NDC in the build-up to the 2024 elections. Well, he is saying that, well, it's been almost a year since government was reconstituted. He's expecting to see change or honoring the promises made by the NDC in 2026. Well, will that be the case tomorrow? What will be the allocations, especially with regards to the fight against illegal mining? There's also the conversation about the Galamsey conversation. There's also conversations around COVID-19 levy. But a lot of people have forgotten what happened on July 1, 2025, the 1 cedi energy sector recovery levy. What's up with that? How much have we been able to garner? Well, some over 3 billion Ghana cedis was projected to be accrued annually. Well, are we hitting the targets or we are missing it? Well, these are my expectations. I'm particularly looking at Galamsey. I'm looking at the 1 cedi energy sector recovery levy, what we used to call as the Doomsor levy, the Devil's levy. What is going to be the projections also into 2026? These are my expectations. Share yours with us and we'll share them to the rest of the world. But that's all for the morning news on the AM Club. My name is Augustine Adam Kobiti saying for more news and updates, visit mx24online.com. Follow our social media pages at MX24GH and MX24 News. Do enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you so much, Augusta, for coming through with those stories. Interesting times ahead, isn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't we say this week was going to be a good one? Indeed. Well, it's time for us to move straight into the world of sports.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
welcome back from that break. This is still the AM Club coming to you live from the MX24 studios, all the under streets, East Legon, Accra, Ghana. My name is Miriam Uduak Mensah. We're moving straight into the world of sports, and sports here on the AM Club is proudly brought to you by Betway. Betway says it's time to get rewarded as the next big sports betting influencer with Betway. Place bets, share your codes with friends, fans, and followers. If they place bets using your code, you'll earn 4% of their wager. Doesn't matter if it's a win or lose. If they bet, you earn cash, and yes, and the more people that bet with your codes, the more you earn. Start betting, sharing, and winning with a bet influencer exclusive to Betway. Terms and conditions definitely do apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way. Betway, get way more. Now into our first story for this morning. The Black Stars haven't qualified for their 5th FIFA World Cup, will face Japan on November 14th and South Korea on November 18th. Now, head coach Otto Addo has introduced 3 debutants, Prince Kwabena Edu, Kelvin Nkrumah, and Prince Oseyo Wusu, indicating a shift towards youth as the team prepares for the 2025 Kareem Cup in Nagoya. Several senior players, including Captain Gertrude A and Thomas Partey, are absent, creating an opportunity for the next generation to shine intentionally. Even though we would definitely miss Thomas Partey and Gertrude A in there, we definitely are looking forward to the new faces, the new additions, and so we'll wish them all the very best. Away from that, Nana Kweku Agyeman, the head coach of Vision FC, is focused on winning the Ghana Premier League match against Asante Kotoko later today. The Ni AJ Kweku, the second sports complex, will host a high-stakes match between the Ewo family and the Porcupine Warriors. Kotoko's involvement in the CAF Confederation Cup campaign forced a post said that his team is prepared for the match.
Fireworks. Kotoko is a very big team with big players. They've got a huge ego going into any game. So I know that coming off a win against Hearts of Oak, they are very well motivated, and coming to play minnows like us, we know that they're going to be a bit more complacent. But if you're complacent against Vision, it means that you're complacent against your own result. I think that it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful game for our fans. We're going to give everything. It's going to be tough. Kotoko is very physical. But of course, we are not as physical as them. So what we can do is actually play the game out of our heads and be able to be tactically disciplined in all the phases. When we are attacking, when we're defending in both transitions, we need to be a bit more organized, and we need to be a bit more focused playing against Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Indeed. Now, away from that, let's move straight to Nigeria. Nigeria's preparation for the crucial 2026 FIFA World Cup Africa playoffs against Gabon have been disrupted due to a boycott of training by the Super Eagles and their officials over unresolved bonus payments. The team, comprising 23 players, refused to participate in the training session in Rabat, Morocco, citing financial grievances with football authorities. The dispute arises less than 48 hours before the semi-finals match at the Prince Harithia Mole El Hassan Stadium, which is pivotal for Nigeria's path to the 2026 World Cup in North America. A joint statement from players and staff indicated that the squad is seeking a prompt resolution to the outstanding financial issues. Allegedly, the unpaid allowances date back several years, encompassing bonuses from previous international competitions. The Nigerian Football Federation, the NFF, has not yet made an official statement, but discussions are reportedly ongoing. Now on to some basketball action. Africa tie. Oba, just say. I was avoiding a comment on this one, but why do our players have to go through this all the time? Well, we're going to be looking forward to what the NFF says about this. But away from that, let's do some basketball action. The Golden State Warriors' passionate skipper had just witnessed and contributed to his team being mistreated for the second time in 5 days. This time in 126 and 102 thrashing at the hands of the reigning NBA champion Oklahoma City Thunder. When asked why the Warriors are having such a difficult start, why the Warriors are definitely struggling to win a game 6-6 compared to how they concluded the last regular season after Jimmy Butler was added 23-8. Green thought over his response before providing an honest and dissatisfied assessment.
I think everybody was committed to winning and doing that any way possible. And right now, it doesn't feel that way.
I mean, is it personal agenda type stuff, or like, you know, I mean, I guess how would you kind of?
I think everyone has a personal agenda in this league, but you have to make those personal agenda work in the team confines. And if it doesn't work, then you kind of got to get rid of your agenda, or eventually the agenda is the cause of someone getting rid of you. And so, you know, I think you don't want a team with no personal agendas, because a goal is an agenda, you know? And so you gotta have some type of personal agenda. But like I say, you got your personal agenda must fit into the confines of the team.
Where does that dynamic show up on the court?
What do you mean?
Like the lack of commitment to winning.
Getting your ass kicked by 30 shows up fast. So, yeah, it shows up really fast when you get whooped like we got whooped tonight. You know.
Indeed, very dissatisfying, but okay. If that's how we're going to go, it's all right. It's all right. But I know my basketball lovers and those who support this team will be very heartbroken, but it's okay. Well, that's it for sports here on the AM Club, proudly brought to you by Betway. It's time to get rewarded as the next big sports betting influencer with Betway. Place bets and share your codes with friends, fans, and followers. If they place bets using your code, you'll earn 4% of their wager. Doesn't matter if it's a win or lose. If they bet, you earn cash, and the more people that bet with your code, the more you'll earn. Start betting, sharing, and winning with a Bet Influence exclusive to Betway. Terms and conditions definitely do apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way. Betway, get way more. Catch up with all the fun, the breaking news stories, sports, and business insights on MX24 Online. We're global, we're online, we're digital, okay? And yes, connect with us right then. Now it's time for us to zoom straight into the world of entertainment and showbiz here on the AM Club.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
welcome back from that break. This is still the AM Club coming to you live from the MX24 studios, all here on the streets, East Legon, Accra, Ghana. My name is Miriam Uduak Mensah. We're about to get into the world of entertainment. Let me just wear my entertainment private cap on. Let's do that, right? Okay, I'm getting ready for exciting news because this one sweets me for Boji. This one I like this one. Well, straight into our first story for this morning. Ghanaian rap icon has announced that the 2026 edition of his annual Rapaholic concert will take place in London, people. Yeah, making the first time the celebrated event will be held outside Ghana. The award-winning rapper revealed that his international edition aims to unite Ghana's top talent on one global stage, promising to bring along fellow heavyweights Shatawale and Stonebwoy for an unforgettable experience. Of course, the night of music and culture, fans are already buzzing with excitement like I'm doing now over the announcement, anticipating a heroic and historic moment for Ghanaian music as Rapaholic 2026 takes Afrobeat and hip-hop excellence on the world. Or to the world, by the way. Now, speaking to the jubilant crowd, Sarkodie said, next year, we're bringing Rapaholic here. We're going to see Sarkodie, Black Sharif, Shatawale, Stonebwoy, RTBs. His declaration sparked excitement across social media as fans celebrated the concert long-awaited international expansion. And guess who the reporter will be? Myself. Because I will be there. Who is going with me? People... Isaac, Teddy, or Momsen. Well, we have a video to this. Let's take a look at this.
Listen, I was home. I don't know who's having your money by UK. They see it to me in Ghana, so I was telling them and guess what? Familia definitely doing this next year, and it's going to be epic. Don't miss out for that one. And guess what? We're going to play some news out here. We're going to play Rapaholic next year. Don't worry. You're going to see Sarkodie. You're going to see Black Sharif. You're going to see Shatawale. You're going to see Stonebwoy, RTB, Familia, everybody. God, we love you. God bless you.
Scree. So now you have to talk to me nicely. Isaac, Momsen, and Teddy, you have to be talking to me nicely, be very, very humble, extremely respectful, because you just never know who is going to London with me. Well, that's great news coming in from Sarkodie. I think this is a great initiative. Isaac was just saying to us earlier, it's long overdue. It's time for us to take on the world like we're supposed to. We own this thing, and let's take it over. So we're looking forward to Rapaholic 2026. Yo, this is going to be amazing. Well, Ghanaian fast-rising star Armah Esq continues to make waves in the music industry as his latest project, The Odyssey, surpasses an impressive 10 million streams on Spotify. The achievement marks a major milestone in the artist's growing career, solidifying his place among Africa's most promising talent. Adding to the celebration, his hit single, Put Arm on God, has crossed 1 million views on YouTube, further showcasing his expanding global reach and the resonance of his unique sound. Fans and industry peers alike have taken to social media to congratulate Armah Esq on this double triumph, hailing it as a testament to his artistry and dedication. Big congratulations to Armah Esq there. Yes, over here at MX, he's our sweetheart. And so a big congratulations to him over there. Now, to some international stories. 26-year-old Tanzanian influencer Jennifer Joven arrested for treason over viral TikTok dance. In a shocking turn of event, 26-year-old Tanzanian influencer Jennifer Joven has reportedly been arrested on charges for treason over a TikTok dance video she posted went viral was deemed disrespectful to national symbols. The social media star, known for her lively content, massive online following, allegedly performed the dance while using a background feature government emblem, which authorities claim violated national laws. The arrest has sparked widespread outrage and debate across social media, with many calling it an overreaction and a violation of free expression. Fans and human rights advocates are demanding her immediate release, urging Tanzanian officials to reconsider the charges. Well, interesting turn of events there. Over here in Ghana, our cybersecurity bill has been introduced into the system, and people are talking. Guys, I have an event I'm going to be sharing with you very soon, where we're going to be discussing into details the do's and don'ts of this country now with regards to our cybersecurity space or our cyberspace. And so stay right here with us. I'm going to share that with you very soon. Having said that, that's it for entertainment here on the AM Club. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope I've been a good entertainment prefect. I hope the cup was won well. Well, having said that, we're moving straight to other incredible things here on the show. The Springboard Roadshow is back bigger and better. Join Albert and Comfort Okran as they tour through all 16 regions of Ghana. There will be hands-on training, education, inspiration, and opportunities for you to unlock opportunities in Agric and ATVs. Dial *718 *50# or call 030-8255-775 to register now for free. Follow at Springboard Channel on all social media platforms for tour updates. Springboard Roadshow 2025. 16 regions, 500,000 youth, and one amazing experience. Now, good news from Telecel family. We've got something special just for you. Starting today. Oh no, I started last week. So continuing today, when you buy your first data bundle on Telecel app, we're giving you an extra 25% bonus data absolutely free. There's that's more browsing, more streaming, more chatting, and all the things you love without spending extra. Don't miss out. Download or open the Telecel Play app this Wednesday, which is today, my birthday. Okay, my birthday. I have special things for you on my birthday. Buy your data bundle and get your 25% bonus. Your first purchase, Telecel keeping you connected and giving you more value every day. Telecel, connecting energy. Telecel Cash, your secure and convenient cash platform, is still offering the lowest charges ever. Even better, sending money from Telecel Cash to Telecel Cash, it is still free on the Telecel Play app. So whether you're paying school fees or sending money to your favorite people, remember, you can make payments to all other networks anywhere cash transfer is accepted as means of payment. Dial *110# or download the Telecel Play app today. Now send the kick. Telecel, connecting energies. And that's about it for Coffee Daily here on the AM Club. More to come. Fashion, big conversations right here on the AM Club. So stay put, do not move. We'll be right back after this.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes. He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used, the more money he makes. Oh yes, so what are you waiting for? Anyone can be a bet influencer. Share your codes and make money. Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more.
Mini Ojo, from the connection man. The OPBR Meso too. Come.
Mix Pacho Mishabu Sukanka.
Kukawi. See what kiosk number 22. That's all your brajo. Oh, that's so too. So around. Yes. Mommy, you show our unya so well. Hello. You show our uko boats. See what last stop. That's all your Sister Rose. Hold up. Sister Rose, Mr. No customer be. So to the mommy.
Also,
Uhia shows pa. See what circle. Boys me. Nyanya wo pa. You bro, I dare fall from 6 p.m. shot. Let's so too.
When we connect our energies, great things happen. Connect to a world of amazing and endless possibility with Telecel. Telecel, connecting lifestyle, connecting passions, connecting dreams.
Telecel, connecting energies.
As a mother, I'm always ready to keep my family safe and healthy.
Wow, we won the match!
I'm proud of you, son. Well done.
Thank you, Mom.
It's time to fight the germs.
Jamo soap?
Hey there, little hero.
With Jamo?
Want a football match?
Yes.
Now it's time to win against germs with Jamo Shower.
Jamo, it's all in one. Care and protection till the job is done. Jamo.
This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, so mommy, who is going to do my wade jollof?
Oh, Kwame. You know our secret, right?
Yeah.
Efia.
Yes, me. I've got it.
Now add your Chino Jollof mix.
The perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. And there you have it, your original Ghana Jollof.
Jollof so good.
Jollof so cool. Tasty, yeah.
What is going on here?
Enjoy Jollof the Ghana way. Gino Jollof is made with the perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time.
This advert is FDA approved.
This will taste so good. Hope it's good for me too.
This is Coca instant noodles. Come join us.
Coca instant noodles. It's so delicious.
You girls are now come. Don't tell us we are late. Wow. Coca instant noodles. I have the vegetable flavor. Chicken flavor and the spice. I love it. And the taste. Oh my god.
So delicious.
For bulk purchase, contact 0536 930956 or 0266 721234. This advert is FDA approved.
Hi, my name is Ruki. I'm a TV host and a self-styled chef. Cooking is my ultimate passion, and it's something I would say is my calling. Now, for those who cook a lot like me, there's one fact they always state. Ingredients decide how tasty your food is. And for me, the game-changing ingredients is water. Tap water at the moment is not the best option considering what's going on in the country. Also, such as water can taste weird and produce too much waste, so it's a no-no for me. My number one choice for cooking is Jibu water. Cooking with Jibu water enhances the flavor of your food. And it's not just that. Unlike other brands where you have to pour it from a heavy bottle, the 20-liter dispenser bottle comes with a tap that makes things so easy. So you see how simple it is with Jibu? Cooking with Jibu gives you big flavors and great taste without all the stress. Remember to cook with Jibu.
Jibu, transforming opportunity to thrive.
Are you bold, intelligent, beautiful? To take a stand against child trafficking? This is your chance to be part of a groundbreaking pageant that aims to change lives. Join us and be a voice for the voiceless. Let's make history together. Miss Anti-Child Trafficking Activist. Miss ACTA 2025. For more information, call 0248303047.
As a mother, I'm always ready to keep my family safe and healthy.
Wow, we won the match!
I'm proud of you, son. Well done.
Thank you, Mom.
It's time to fight the germs.
Jamo soap?
Hey there, little hero.
With Jamo?
Want a football match?
Yes.
Now it's time to win against germs with Jamo Shower.
Jamo, it's all in one. Care and protection till the job is done. Jamo.
This advert is FDA approved.
Did you know that Voice of Tomorrow is sponsored by Stanbic? Well, what is the Voice of Tomorrow? It is a public speaking competition designed to help tertiary institutions, that is university students, to articulate themselves very well, to air their opinions, their ideas, and even solutions to problems that the community, the country, and even the world at large is going through.
Opportunity for international travel. A sponsored trip that exposes students to new cultures and experiences.
Voice of Tomorrow builds teamwork, group preparations and mentorship, fosters cooperation and peer learning.
Voice of Tomorrow, empowering the youth through public speaking. Yeah!
Where creativity meets innovation and beauty goes hand in hand with style. On Fashion Wednesday, we delve into the journeys of influential voices in the fashion and beauty industries here in Ghana. From emerging designers to seasoned professionals, we explore their stories, their crafts, and vision for fashion's future. Get the inside scoop on the latest trends, expert styling tips, and beauty hacks to elevate your look. Join me every week as we celebrate the art, the passion, and the people behind the scenes who make fashion more than what we just wear. This is Fashion Wednesday, where fashion comes to life. Catch Fashion Wednesday every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on MX24 TV.
choice. They are available in both sachets and convenient 70-gram cups with a seasoning sachet. For your tasty 70-gram cup, you simply need to add hot water and seasoning. You cover for 2 minutes, then stir and enjoy. Whether you prefer original chicken, spicy stir-fried, or the original vegetable, Coca has something for everyone. It's perfect for busy lifestyles, students, or anyone who loves great taste with convenience. So you should grab your pack of Coca Oriental noodles today and experience the perfect blend of quality, flavor, and heritage. For bulk purchase, please call us on 053-6930956 or 0266-721-234. Coca Oriental noodles, so delicious. This advert is FDA approved. Now to our big conversation for Fashion Wednesday. We are hosting an amazing fashion model. I mean, yeah, maybe you didn't really pay attention because you're seeing Sarkodie, but there's like some star boy inside there. You know, it's giving dark chocolate. You understand? there's a really handsome model in there who was the star of the video. There's a star of the video. So he is called Protein. Oh yeah, that's him. So cute. No, so I used to call myself Afro girl. I see that you're growing your afro. Is there a reason why?
I mean, that's the look I want to be in. You know? Yeah.
But I feel like as a model, usually you need to get something that gives you an edge. So sometimes people tend to do very loud colors. They dye their hair or they decide to braid their hair. Would you say that is part of the reason why? Just so it gives you like something extra. I mean, the height you already have, but maybe something extra that when you're walking, it's like, ooh, okay, I see him.
Okay, I see. But the thing is, it's about confidence, you know. It's about how you feel, how you look, how you believe in yourself. Like, yo, I think I look unique. I look good in this style. So, yes, I'll go for this. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so, but you call yourself Protein. Well, but your name is what? The name the name that your father and your mother gave to you. What was it?
It's Protein.
Okay, but you call yourself Protein. Tell us about the name. It's not just Protein. There are two
It's
names.
Protein. So it's your boy Protein. That's me.
It's your boy. Honestly, so you spell it ISURBOI. I did not. I promise. Thank God I didn't mention it. I was going to say something else. Okay, it's your boy Protein, right? Tell us more about the name.
I chose Protein because I feel like everyone needs protein, right? And I'm the one everyone needs.
Okay.
So yes, that's why I just decided to go for something unique. That's something everyone can just easily remember when it comes to like, protein. Why? You see, it's easy. Yeah, so that's why it's part of that.
Okay, but how did modeling start for you? Did the name come before the modeling or the modeling came before the name?
No, the name was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the modeling just happened, you know, very smooth and easily as well. Because my brother, he's a filmmaker. So we grew up together and he left the country and he came back for after 10 years. So when he saw me, he was like, yo, bro, Charlie, you look really good, model looking and all that. So I think you should do that now. I was like, okay, cool, bro. I'm down. And we took some images. And then I was like, okay, I love this. I see myself in this. So yes, we can do this. And then he decided to shoot a short film called 20 Ghana. And then that was my first ever short film. And then it turned out really good and I loved it. And I was like, yes, I think I see myself in this. So we should just do this.
Okay.
Yes, and that's where it started from.
Okay, so what role would you say social media or digital media played in advancing your career?
I mean, with social media, I would just say it just helped. It helped in a way because people got to know me. And then the thing is, my first ever short film that I shot went crazy on social media. People were like, oh, wow, this is very different, you know? And then with the image and style that I dropped as well, They were all going like, oh wow. So I mean, social media is also a part of it.
Right.
It came in the age of the internet.
Okay. So, I mean, you said your brother does, he's a filmmaker.
Filmmaker, yeah. Film by Epps.
Okay.
That's his name.
Okay. Okay. And then he encouraged you to start modeling.
He told me about it.
Yeah. And still pushed you into great. So, would you say that your family people, they are okay with being creatives, like with having creatives in there? Because when you're growing, you grew up in Ghana?
Yeah, I grew up in here.
Great. The typical Ghanaian parents is very concerned about go to school, hurry up, get a 9-to-5 stable job, a lawyer, doctor, banker.
That's
understand?
True.
Yeah. So, but you people have decided to go a totally different route. Would you say, how has the support been in your family?
Amazing. Okay. Because I mean, starting up, you know, like sitting your mom down, telling her like, yo, this is what I want to do now. And then for her to agree with you, meaning, yeah, she has seen whatever she has seen in you, you see? So yeah, I mean, she's been supporting since the family. Everyone loves what I do. Okay. Bro, like, okay, yeah, see him doing this, that. Yeah, so I think the energy is good with the family side. Everyone loves what I'm doing.
Okay, but what is the finance bit looking like? As a model, you are an international model, because I see you in Hennessy ads and things, like you're rolling with Thames and big people, but how is the financial bit like, especially when you started, then compared to now?
Not bad, it's good.
It's not bad?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's about profiling, how you profile yourself, how you just market yourself, you see. That's the whole point. But if you just make yourself anyhow too available, you see, you just get where your worth. But if you profile yourself in a way that I feel like, yes, this is what I want. Okay, no, you need protein for this. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this rate. That's what I want. And if you can do it, you do it. If
Are you
not,
DB?
No.
You see, I need to ask because the way you are saying that you have to profile yourself and then you decide the particular projects that you want to do, it is easier said than done. Because if you are looking for money and this is your full-time, right? This is your 9-to-5. If you're looking for money and you're not getting the things that you want, because obviously everybody wants to be in a music video with Sarkodie. Everybody wants to do like very niche, very unique things.
That's true.
But it's not every day that you will get them. So how do you make sure that you're still afloat with regard to maybe finances and with regard to even still putting yourself out there so that people don't forget that you are there?
That's true. With finances? I mean, I would say you just have to manage.
So when you get the 1 gig, then you hold on to the money.
You have to manage it. Okay. Just live a good life, but manage as well, you see? Just that. So you shouldn't get yourself in the point that you're not even willing to do something, but because of the money, you have to do it.
Okay. Okay, so would you advise, in the current state of the modeling industry in Ghana, would you advise that you actually have something else you do in addition to the modeling, so that if you're not getting the gigs that you want or that you think you deserve, you're still making a little money on the side?
Yeah, you have to do something. For me, I'm a film actor as well.
You're a film
actor.
Okay, actor.
So I'm not doing the modeling only, I'm doing the film aspect as well. Okay. So if I'm not shooting this commercial campaign, I might be shooting a film, a short film, this, that. So yes, I'm still getting active with whatever I want to do. Okay. And then I just shot this TV series out now called Atua, the season 2. So I was featured in that, and it's out now, so you can check it out too.
Yes, we'll check it out for you.
Yeah.
Okay, but what was, apart from being in your brother's film, what was that first modeling gig that you had, and how did you get it?
Modeling gig. Hey.
You don't remember?
Yes.
When did you start modeling?
I'll say it should be like 5 years or 4 years now.
Okay. So like COVID?
Yes, somewhere like 2020.
Yeah. Okay.
I think so. I think it was around that time.
Okay, but at what point did you realize that, oof, I'm international? Like, I'm not your mates, okay? I don't do Ghana anymore. Like, I choose the Ghanaians I want to work with, but like, man's gone international. At what point did you realize that?
When you feel like, yeah, not even like international necessarily, but when you feel like, yes, you're doing well with whatever you're doing,
Yeah, but
like
for
the
you
images.
personally, at what point in your career did you realize that, okay, I've gone international? Did you get like an email from, you know, some...
And with the works, it's all about the work, I would say. When, okay, I would say this, Essence.
Essence?
Yeah, because the views were crazy. So I was like, oh, I see.
No, but how did you get that gig?
It just happened through one director friend that I know,
Okay.
Woz, you know. He's a very good friend of mine. Like, he's a brother to me as well. So it was like, yo, bro, are you free on this day for whiskey shoot? And I was like, okay, cool. And the director also knows my face. So he was like, oh, Charlie, nice to see you too. Bah, bah, bah. So we're just talking. I was just vibing with the guy. The next thing I saw the camera is on me, and that was a shot.
Okay.
He just made it.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
so you would say that your network is your net worth.
Yes.
Because from
network.
what you've said so far, it's like you've, from your brother to even making connections within the industry, knowing a few people.
The network. The network is a thing, you know.
Yeah.
That's going to like just connect you to others when you have good network. Network is a thing for real.
Okay.
Just have to know some good people around whatever you're doing, you see.
Okay, but you've worked with a number of major global brands, global people. You know, which particular one would you say is very memorable, that stands out in your mind? Hey, just say you have done so many things that you can't even choose.
I mean, they're all good.
Yeah, but like the one that really sticks out for you, maybe it was the process, the way you even got the gig, or...
I love this project, the Nike one, because of the smile with the girl on that.
Because?
Of the smile I did, and then I had a girl on, and then that show was very beautiful. I like it. So I think that's very memorable.
And how did you get that gig too?
Filmed by Abe's director, that.
Your brother.
Yeah.
Please, we need his contacts, please, for some of us, so that we'll enter the industry.
For real, it's a very good connect.
Okay. Okay, have you been, throughout your career, you've been doing this for about 4 or 5 years. Have you had any points where you felt like, maybe this isn't it for me? Maybe there was a time where gigs weren't coming or something, and you felt some sort of self-doubt?
Never.
Never. Interesting. Interesting.
Never.
So as you're saying, it's confidence, huh?
Straight up.
Okay, so do you do just photo modeling and things like that, or you also do runway as well?
I do runway.
Okay.
Yeah, I do runway. I've done a few of them. Studio Y89. They did a fashion show. It was a virtual one for New York Fashion Week. That was some time. And then more. I've done a lot, but not more of the runway shows, but I've done a few of them. And then.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Okay. I like that you're using your height. Yeah. Okay, but the video that we watched, that's Sarkodie's La Vida Loca. How did that gig also come about, and what was the process like shooting it as compared to other ones that you've done?
I mean, it was very smooth and easy. Very smooth. I'm not even going to lie, because the director just contacted me like, yo, bro, Charlie, what's up? Let's do this for Sarkodie, and then he's a friend of mine too. Shouts to David Duncan.
Hey!
Yes. They were like, yo, bro, are you free for this? Let's shoot this for Sarkodie. And then last minute, I was like, yeah, bro, I'm down for Sarkodie. I love Sarkodie, so let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the shooting process like?
It was smooth. I'm never going to lie. It was just easy. There's that easy shots. But it came out really beautiful.
How long did it take? Because I know that sometimes...
I think it was was a day.
It was a day. Did it go into the night? Because I know that sometimes it can enter the night.
Yes, for real. That's true that you be shooting for long. Anyway, actually, I wish I can leave, but I can't even leave, you know. But this was very quick and easy, like fast. Pop, you got it.
It helped that you're in the industry. You know what exactly they need, so
yes,
it's easy to.
That's true.
Okay.
Let's get it.
You're talking about being part of the New York Fashion Week virtual experience. How did that also come about, and what was it like?
It was a great feel for her. I'm not even going to lie, because it was a virtual show, and then it was New York Fashion Week show. You see, and then I've been working with this brand, Studio Y89. I used to shoot for them more, and then one time I went for fitting. And then they were like, yo, so this time, because of COVID, we have to do the show virtual, and then we would like to cast you for that. And I was like, yes, let's do it. And then, yeah, it went really well. It was on Vogue everywhere. Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good show for her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but what's next for you? You're doing acting, you're doing modeling, you're doing a number of things.
Mm-hmm.
You're making connections,
yes,
and entering different spaces. So what's next for Protein?
I mean, I have this feature film coming out soon. That's my first ever feature film. So you should watch out.
How
and
different
I have some
is
stuff.
this from the one you did with your brother?
Well, this is a feature film. Feature film is a long movie.
Okay.
Yeah, and then short film. The one I shot with him was a short film.
Okay.
Yeah. With short films, I've shot a lot, but this is my first ever feature film. And it's yet to come out. And then I have some other stuff in the pipeline coming as well. Some campaigns, and then some commercial.
You're busy. Booked and busy. It's not easy.
Trying to be like you now.
Please. But if we want to know more about you and to follow up on the things that you're doing, how can we find you on social media?
On the socials, it's your boy Protein. ISURBOI_PROTEIN. Protein. 1. Nobody else.
Period. And guys, that's about it for today's Fashion Wednesday with me, Diana Edinam, your fashionable host. Our guest has been, it's your boy Protein.
You got it right.
And he's taken us through his journey as a model and actor, by the way, yeah. And he has a longer feature film that is coming. What's the title? Oh, you don't
find
want
out.
to? You don't? Ah, okay. Hey, we'll find out, please. You said follow him on his Instagram, and then you'll find out more. But yes, as I said, that's about it for Fashion Wednesday. Up next is The Plug.
Using Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes. He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used, the more money he makes. Oh yes! So, what are you waiting for? Anyone can be a bet influencer. Share your codes and make money. Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more.
Hey, so mommy, who is going to do my wade jollof?
Oh, Kwame. You know our secret, right?
Yeah.
Efia.
Yes, me. I've got it.
Now add your Chino jollof mix.
The perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. And there you have it, your original Ghana jollof.
Jollof so good.
Jollof so good. Tasty, yeah.
What is going on here?
Enjoy jollof the Ghana way. Gino jollof is made with the perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time.
This advert is FDA approved.
We made it 1, 2, 3, and now 4. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for a night of rhythm, culture, and pure Ghanaian energy. Inchin Band is back. And this time, it's bigger, louder, and more electrifying than ever. It's the Inchin Experience, the Avivi edition. happening live on the 14th of November 2025 at the National Theatre. Showtime 8 o'clock p.m. sharp. Featuring Lucky Mesa, Famiye, Na Ajaman, AEC, Lexi the Comic, Kwame Bringer, and TM Music. It's going to be a night of unforgettable music, laughter, and culture, all on one stage. Tickets going for 150 Ghana cedis. You can dial *920*126*2# to grab your tickets now. For more enquiries or information, call 0503-127-463 or 0541-690-409. This year's concert is mainly powered by FVV Foods, Ghana's fastest growing food brand, championing local produce and authentic homegrown flavors. Proudly sponsored by Center Point Mall, Verna Water, Boat, Zomo. Media partners. Don't be left out of this year's amazing experience. Come and let's have fun together. In Chinchim Experience, Ghana's rhythm, our legacy. In Chinchim Experience, feel the music.
After touring all 15 regions, the 2025 Springboard Roadshow now heads to Accra for the grand finale. A national celebration of innovation, inspiration, and the unstoppable spirit of Ghana's youth. Join us on Saturday, 22nd November at the Ohene Kunedu Auditorium, UPSA Accra from 9 a.m. The Springboard Roadshow is brought to you by the Ghana Grows Program, an initiative of the Mastercard Foundation in partnership with the Springboard Roadshow Foundation and its consortium partners, with support from Absa Bank, the Multimedia Group, and Graphic Communications Group. Springboard Roadshow 2025, connecting young people to agriculture, agribusiness, and ATVET.
As a mother, I'm always ready to keep my family safe and healthy.
Wow, we won the match!
I'm proud of you, son. Well done.
Thank you, Mom.
It's time to fight the germs.
Jamo soap?
Hey there, little hero.
With Jamo?
Want a football match?
Yes.
Now it's time to win against germs with Jamo Shower.
Jamo, Jamo, it's all in one. Care and protection till the job is done. Jamo.
This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, so mommy, who is going to do my wade jollof?
Oh, Kwame. You know our secret, right?
Yeah.
Efia.
Yes, me. I've got it.
Now add your Chino Jollof mix.
The perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time. And there you have it, your original Ghana Jollof.
Jollof so good.
Jollof so good. Tasty, yeah.
What is going on here?
Enjoy Jollof the Ghana way. Gino Jollof is made with the perfect blend of tomatoes, pepper, and fine herbs and spices to ensure a consistent taste every time.
This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome to Building Bites, where Ghana's tech stories come to life. We are on a mission to tell relevant stories about Ghana's tech ecosystem. Stories that inform, inspire, and ignite growth and innovation. We speak to the builders behind Ghana's favorite startups.
There's a popular conception that AI is going to replace engineers.
I had never developed an application before because I was coming from data science, now learning social media. I literally went like, oh, by the way, I can build this app for you guys in 3 months.
We are not just a podcast, we are a platform, a community, and a catalyst for growth.
The market is very saturated. Everyone is a fintech now.
Yeah.
Even a photocopy center in Pillar 2, they say they are fintech.
We've served close to 8 million customers since we launched. Almost all the products that you see on the MTN's More Money menu are ours in terms of credit.
We are maturing, but we need to fix that. Then we can say we have a matured edtech ecosystem.
This is Building Bites. Plug in, level up, let's build.
The legend.
KNIILANTE. It's a decision.
That love me.
Amazing.
On the show, I am John Jermaine.
It begins with a dream, a walk, a chance to shine. This year, the Model International returns bigger, bolder, fiercer than ever. From hundreds of hopefuls, only a few will make it through. Talent, beauty, discipline, and courage will be tested. They will face challenges, they will face each other, but only one will rise and claim the title. Who will own the runway? Who will become the Model International 2025? The Model International. Be that model.
Into the virtual world with us, where our passion for gaming will produce unparalleled content like you've never seen before. You're welcome to the VGA Esports Show, where we'll be producing top-level esports action and the gaming stories from all around the world.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette.
This is what we want, because without media, people can't hear. And VGA's approach in creating the content, how they put the graphics together, it's much more appealing. And as I said again and again and again, they have documented our space in video, in graphics, in sounds as well.
Long live high school clique. We are more than
Watching me live on High School Click. Don't go nowhere. Silly. Watching me live on High School Click. Don't go nowhere. Silly.
I want to find out one thing. What happened with you and Cookie?
One day Cookie calls me and says, bro, I want to do my solo album. Ghana, if somebody go blah blah, even for the media space right now, go talk your mind right. They go talk to, they go blacklist you. Event organizers self, they go then boom on it. Balance one.
This was a part of our group. One of the times we feature on 9,010 labs. Fluid. So I called him. So speak to my manager. Where?
Patience is a virtue that carries a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Always know that you live to fight another day.
I feel say we musicians, one thing we like do, we know how to create. Yeah. But the business part, we know the add them to whatever we do.
Me right now, as I stand here, everything is about marketing. If like
the people I was looking up to, these two boys called famous people. Their work looked like they had like they were like 17 people or 20 people.
Bible said that we are not of those who shrink back, but of those who believe to the salvation of the soul. You know, sometimes God wants to do things in circumstances and situations that when people see, they will acknowledge that this is not the effort of man, but this must be the finger of God. So to him, life meant Christ. Life meant living for Christ. Life meant serving Christ. Christ in you, the hope of glory.
ICGC Evangel Temple presents The Kingdom Culture with Reverend Eric Ampofo on MX24. This and every Sunday at 3 p.m. Don't miss out.
Another year dawns, another season begins. A season of shaping, of polishing, and of becoming. Your chosen will be tested, groomed, shaped, pushed to their limits until only the radiance rise. As the weeks go by, the pressure will rise because every task is crafted to mold raw gems into diamonds. This is not a fairy tale. To wear the crown and win the enviable prizes, one must have grit, grace, and of course, your support through votes. One question lingers. Who will win and reign as the most radiant queen? Miss Malaika Ghana, the Radiant Season, premiering Sunday, 7th September, showing on MX24, Sunday, 9 p.m.
Okay, you're watching MX24 TV, and this your boy Perez Music. Ciao!
Hi guys, how you doing? This your boy SDK, and I'm here on MX24. It's fun. It's fearless. And it's factual.
What's up, everyone? My name is Adina Thembi, and you're watching MX24. We are fun, fearless, and factual. Get it right.
What's up? My name is Akwabwa, and you guys are watching MX24. Keep watching. I love you.
They say the portion they gave me was unknown. What I will become was never ever told. Now you're watching the beast in me unfold. I'm immortal. Dracula untold. What's up, people? This is your rap goddess, Eno Baroni, and you watching MX24. Keep watching it. One tear say, dead it.
Your songbird Jackie. Keep watching MX24.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Last Minute. You watching MX24.
You know what it is upon Marie Antoinette. Yeah, big shout out to MX24. Keep watching. It's upon Malians.
Yo, what up? What's up? This be Quasi out there, and keep watching MX24. Keep it locked. D-da-day.
Drinking my hand, I'm vibing. Uber waiting outside. I don't care, I'm still in my towel, dancing in my towel. Hey guys, it's me, your one and only Davi Diva, Black Star Barbie, Feli Nuna, and you're watching MX24. Don't go nowhere, cause Davi Diva Ejeleme says so. Mwah.
welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24. My name is Mariam Uduak Mensah. We are about to have a big conversation. Before we get into that, I think I was saying earlier that I wanted to ask Afro Girl if I'm getting it right when it comes to the world of fashion. But I hope you enjoyed that part of the show. Well, let's get into it. Hey, food lovers, let me let you on a little kitchen secret. You know, one of the ingredients that make your stews and soups taste great. Yep. Gino Tomato Mix. It is thick, it is red, it is rich. Just the way you like it, Gino Tomato Mix is your go-to for that unique blend of tomato concentrate, fiber, and essential vitamins that makes every meal pop with flavor and color. It gets what? Guess what? Okay, you want to talk about that? Well, it's rich with vitamin A, D3, fiber, and zinc, treating your family to tasty and delicious meals. Now, with Gino Tomato Mix, you can never go wrong. It gives your meals that deep red appeal, a rich texture, and mouth-watering goodness every single time. Go on, make the next meal unforgettable with a thick and red Gino Tomato Mix, because Gino truly cares. This advert is FDA approved. I am coming to your home this weekend, and that food better be a Gino Tomato Mix meal. Well, thank you so much for being a part of the show. Connect with us on all social media platforms, MX24GH on all social media platforms. Today, our conversation is going to be focusing on an area that I absolutely enjoy learning in. Okay, so stay with me. We're about take your pen, paper. Yeah, we're going to try this all over again. You remember I told you guys here that I would I'd go get a law degree. Yeah, today I'm surrounded by lawyers. I'm going to try to respect myself before they sue me, okay? Well, on the vlog, we're throwing a spotlight on corporate governance series. Joining us for the conversation, Marie Antoinette Anafi Esq. Yes, very recently. You know, this particular title has been everywhere, okay? Good morning. Well, she's managing director of corporate. She is managing director of corporate secretariat and training service, CSTS. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are we doing? Good.
Very well.
Awesome.
Very happy
I also
to be
have
here.
lovely to meet you. I'm going to tell my dad that I can decide not to go to law school. It helps everyone. Enough beautiful lawyers in the system. Also, we're joined by Gertrude A, more called Armah Esq. Let's say, but this title is sweet, oh, on a more serious note, ladies.
It is. So that's the more reason why you should take steps to acquire that as well.
Exactly.
Isn't it?
I hear it's not a joke.
Oh, but it's doable. I mean, if Marie and I have done it,
no. You put your design for it, please. I
don't think so.
Yeah, but how long have you been lawyers, though? Let me start with you, Gertrude.
So I'm in my 8th year.
When did you decide to?
I think it's well, in my case, I don't think I wanted to. It was more of my parents' guidance and aspiration for me. So my dad had always felt that I have the potential to be a good lawyer. Okay. So yeah, that's how come I ended up here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You love it, or you want to?
No, absolutely. I wouldn't trade it for anything, especially since in my case, I am also into academia. So I also teach.
Yes.
Apart from the practice.
I didn't ask that.
Yeah.
She's a lecturer at UPSA Law School. So if I ever decide to...
UPSA is a place. It's as simple as that. That's the place to be. No other law school.
My law lecturer, okay. She's going to be nice to me. All right. And then, Marie, how did you get yourself into this space? How did you become a lawyer?
Okay, so it's always been an area that I've always been interested in.
Oh, yeah.
So over the years, I built capacity in other areas, and then I decided that it's time to become a lawyer. So,
how long have you been a lawyer?
I've been a lawyer for about 2 years now.
2 years? Oh, there we go. So that's senior.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, right?
I see. I have a few friends who are lawyers, and when you get into their offices, you hear senior. I'm like,
we really revere the seniority.
Yeah, I see that.
These are people who have been in the profession earlier than you, so you ought to learn from them and then also take some positive
So as part
guidance.
of my researching into the law fraternity and to find out whether or not I want to be part, I found out that you don't advertise. What is? Explain to me what that means, that lawyers cannot advertise.
One of the things you find about the profession is its very conservative nature.
Exactly.
So this is a profession that has been in existence for so many centuries, if I could put it that way. Now, the idea is that the kind of services that we provide it has to come by way of references or by recommendations. So do your work so well that the client whom you have provided those services to would recommend you to something else. I mean, to someone else. Yeah. So generally, the rules prevent us from touting or expressly, advertising your services.
Okay.
But you notice in recent times that I'm not sure how strict that rule still is, because lawyers nowadays have so many ways that they advertise their services, but in a manner that does not flout the rule. So really, that's the rationale behind, not advertising openly your services.
I have an agenda with my best friend that if I would go to law school, right after my law school, that is the issue. I'll sue the.
You want to challenge that? Okay.
I want to challenge that.
Let's see.
In any way, I mean, again, that's a different conversation. But let's come back into our conversation for this morning. It's the corporate governance series, and ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back on the show. Before we delve into the structure of the series, could you clarify for our audience? Can you tell us what corporate governance means? And I'm going to start with you, Gertrude.
Sure. So it's one of those words that we hear a lot: corporate governance, corporate governance. You think it's something very technical from a distance, but in actual fact, it's a very simple terminology, which means something very simple. So 2 words: corporate and governance, right? Corporate in the sense of it relating, or as it relates to corporate entities or businesses. There are many ways that individuals or groups decide to conduct business. There are many vehicles that you can use to conduct your business. You can either incorporate a company, either a limited liability company or some other form. You can have a partnership. You can have a joint venture, and so on and so forth. So these are all ways that, or these are all forms of business organizations. But when we talk of corporate governance, we are looking at the system by which these corporate entities or businesses are directed and controlled. So simply put, how do you run your business? How do you administer? How do you govern your business in a manner that helps the business to achieve the objects for which that business was set up? So it's
actually simply
how to do things right when it comes to the management or the governance of businesnesses. There's really nothing technical about it. So that's what corporate governance is. But especially, let me quickly add, this definition might appear rather simplistic, but in recent times we are also moving towards what we call a more stakeholder-oriented form of corporate governance, which takes into consideration the needs of not only those who are inside the business organization, but also outside of it, be it your creditors, your suppliers, the wider community. So you may have heard of things like sustainability, ESG, and so on and so forth. So it's not simply about running your business in a manner that brings you profit, but in a manner that also takes into consideration the needs or even the wants of these people who may be outside of your business organization. So that's simply what corporate governance is all about.
Wow. So before we started the conversation, I said we are here to learn. It's even going to be more intense on the ground. And so I want to find out, so for anyone who's interested in joining the conversation, where can one go and register for the upcoming session?
Okay, so...
You're going to take that?
Yes,
I will.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a link that you can click on. It's cgs.cstsghana.com. And when you go there, you can register to actually join us either in person or online. And the in-person program would be at the Gimpa Law School, in which we are collaborating with, along with other partners.
Okay.
Yes, and it's taking place tomorrow.
Oh.
Yes, tomorrow.
Like tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I'm going to be Esquire.
Yes. So it's taking place tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. at the Gimpa Law Faculty, specifically the Moot Court room.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Tomorrow, Miss Esquire.
Please,
Yes, please.
Esquire for a day.
Esquire for a day. Well, of course, I want to find out if it's for free. Are we paying?
Yes.
Oh, it's for free.
It's for free. Yes.
Oh, why? I wanted us to pay something.
No, you see, this, if I may come in quick, but this is a conversation that should be of interest to every Ghanaian.
Exactly.
Because we are talking about state-owned enterprises, state-owned entities and what have you. These are companies or institutions that have been set up by government and normally either fully or partially owned by government to provide certain services. When you look at the data in the past few years, you realize that many of these SOEs have recorded very poor financial performance over the years. So the conversation is actually on as to how we can bring reforms into the sector. So for us as CSTS, the goal is really to get the public interested in this conversation, and that is why we have, we have this lineup of very experienced personalities whom Marie will talk about shortly. So it's free because this is not necessarily a profit-oriented, enterprise. What we want to do is to get every Ghanaian engaged in the conversation for us to see how best we can reform these SOEs for the public good. So that's why it's free.
That's why it's free.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much. I actually really want Madam Gertrude to be my yeah, I really want it. So how do we address you in public?
Oh, please.
We have to add the
please
extra
no, please, Gertrude. Please, Gertrude. Please, Gertrude. Nothing more.
I like
Nothing.
Isolo.
Oh, you do it.
If I become Esquire in this town, oh, Madam Gertrude, you see me.
It will be all over. That's good. That's good.
Well, let's discuss the logistics of the series. How is the program going to be structured? How is it structured?
Okay, so it's like we said, it's before a physical audience, and it's a panel discussion where seasoned academicians and seasoned persons who are very well versed in corporate governance will have a discussion, after which people will be invited to ask questions. It's not only more of an academic exercise, but it's also very educative, because as Gertrude mentioned, there are a lot of gaps when it comes to corporate governance in Ghana, and we are trying to